Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Trojans ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing the...
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play that they couldn't hook up. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait.
Turning it on! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the run.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, it's not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's loose on the left. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his target down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it again. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense wants to bring the heat. The toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here's the pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Pressure coming. And it's caught. Can he get it to the stick? And he can't get there. Tackled short. Throw, catch, but not the 1st down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give...
Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll return it from the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try the run. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Trojans will punt this one away. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. They punted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The carry going off right tackle here. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
42, USC, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee.
I understand both sides of the coin. It's always tough. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position right before the half by making a bad play. But listen, I'm down. I'm going to try to go get some points.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the grab. Powers through. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Breaks the tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. Defense looks as if it's coming. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Dumps it off in the flats. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Trojans want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down, looking for more. There he goes. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The screen, and watch out. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's complete to the right. Fighting off the defender. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. There he goes. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. They're in punt formation, but that's no guarantee they're actually going to punt it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Great news for the offense as they'll get the ball with tremendous field position inside the 40-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Looking for space to the left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right on the money. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a knee.